Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jordan Valley Ice Park as we are getting ready for Springfield Spirit Varsity Hockey here, and it's the final series of the season as the Spirit on the ice getting ready to take on the Kansas City Junior Mavericks. Spirit decked out in their red uniforms and the Mavs in their whites, and we are going through the warm-up session. I say hello to Kelly Carden. Kelly, welcome to the broadcast.
Kurt, how are you?
Doing just fine.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, and hard to believe we're wrapping things up here with these last two games of the regular season.
Yep, it has been a odd season to say the least, with several cancellations due to COVID and several reschedules. So I'm glad we got through it, got all the games in, and going into the playoffs here with some serious momentum. The kids playing well, so looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Didn't know, as you said, coming into this season what to expect. Knew to expect just about anything, but man, the fact that we were able to get through it, we had a few hiccups along the way, but able to get through it, and that's great to see. If you want to take a look at the standings, you want to do that? We can look at the standings coming in. As you mentioned, some of those games canceled, and for that reason, we've got the actual standings where they lie with the point totals. But since each team, having played a different amount of games, what they've decided to do from a league standpoint is go by win percentage. So even though the Spirit, with 4 fewer games played, as we look at the win percentage, you see that the Spirit actually climbed to the top of the standings there by virtue of that 78.13 win percentage, and followed by the Saints in second at 75%, and the Stars at 72.5. So with a pair of wins this weekend, the Spirit could lock
solidify
up
things.
That number 1 seed going into the league playoffs, which will be coming up in a few weeks in Wichita. So key couple of games here, taking on a Mavs team who has, let's be honest, they're struggling mightily. They have not won a game all season long.
They are. So from a game standpoint, it's certainly a mismatch, but you never want to take that too much for granted, because that's kind of why they play the game. And hockey pucks don't bounce straight. So I think we're hoping that the boys play the game that we know that they can, and not get too out of their routine here, and play the way they know how to play, and hopefully come away, like you said, with the 2 points that we'd like to get here. But needless to say, we get to watch a hockey game, which is always a good thing.
Yes, it is. So less than a minute to go in the warm-ups. Give you a quick look at our refereeing crew for this game. Mark Marzola wearing the stripes, calling the penalties. Right. And Mike Hartman, one of the linesmen, and Paul McIntyre will be the other linesman for this this contest.
Yep.
All familiar
faces here in Springfield.
Here in Springfield. Veteran crew.
It'd be interesting to see what Coach BJ does tonight with the lineups. I haven't heard anything different. Have you?
Well, I know that Gage Robb is out of action tonight, unfortunately, so he won't be here this weekend.
I believe Gunnar Beaver is out of the lineup today.
Is that right? No, actually, he's out there.
Is he out there? Okay.
I think he's going to be moving on to. I think he's going to be filling that spot on that line.
Looks like looks like the red line has picked up Calvin Wheeler, and then Gunnar Beaver moved back to D. So maybe
we'll have to keep a look on that. Keep our eyes on that.
So I'd say we'll know in about 38 seconds.
We will relay that information to you, and then depending on how this game goes, and again, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but we could see some shuffling along the way as we get further into this one.
Well, the Mavericks have a full bench, But I have to say that they do look like a lot of young kids.
Yeah.
So this might be a bunch of, freshmen and sophomores that have had to move up. I can't remember how many seniors the Mavericks graduated last year.
Normally they're a pretty solid team traditionally, so it could be the case.
Every program goes through a little down year, Of course, look at all the seniors that we graduated last year. They were a backbone of this team. And we were lucky enough to have some other people that could step up. So
Dayton Lovin, the PA announcer on the microphone, going through the pregame introductions as the junior Mavs are all lined up on the goal line. We're on the west rink here at Jordan Valley Ice Park, which is a bit of a change up.
a little disorienting.
The sound system not quite as rich and full on this side of the facility.
You can sit up here and be part of the broadcast if you want, Coach.
Cliff.
Well, I will say right off the bat, Kurt, I think they're winning the hair battle.
They are. Got some nice flow going on the Mavs bench.
Kind of like this, little team solidarity,
Yeah, it's nice.
So,
I like that.
But I will say, looking at them, and it's hard to tell, but they just do look young.
Yeah.
And I just can't help but think that's probably part of what's going on their season. So I think Coach BJ's got his best hairline out here with Nick Lowe.
Nick Lowe continues to bring it.
He does. He really does.
So he matches up with pretty much anybody, I think, right now.
Yeah.
With that mop.
Just up and down the line, we just got a lot of short hair this year.
Yeah.
Especially considering in years past.
Right. Zane Lutsky will get the start here in game number 1. Scott Lutsky has some stats that we'll go through as we go throughout this game as well, as he always does. Now just about set for the national anthem. We'll listen in on that. Another nice rendition of the national anthem, guitar rendition, as we've had a lot of lately.
You can definitely tell that our sound system's not as robust over here because it didn't quite come through as much.
So we are just about set for action. Referee Mark Marzola standing at center ice with a puck in his hand, waiting for the teams to converge here. Folks settling in to enjoy this one. Got another good crowd on hand on both sides. It'll be the Peters, Lowe, Skabinski line to start things off with Wyatt Shimp and Brady Allen on defense. And again, Zane Lutsky getting the start for the Spirit in the net.
And have we played them at all this year, even in a friendly?
I don't think we have. So we'll get a look at them as we go here. And we are underway in Springfield as the puck is taken by Will Peters at the center ice line and moved into the Mavs zone in the corner, as the Mavs will pick it up there and skate it back out to the blue line, and now out as they'll gain the red line and can't dump it in. Second effort hits Will Peters, and the Spirit will pick it up in the neutral zone. Now Peters will work it down the right side and dump it in wide, and played behind the net up the far boards. Pinching in Brady Allen, and now Brackett tries to get a stick on it on a quick line change here. And Mavs able to pick it up and dump it into the Spirit zone. Brady Allen back for the Spirit. We got a four-checker on, and Brady able to get it over to Shimp. He'll push the puck forward off the wall and chase after it. Now into the corner, Wyatt.
Great moves by Shimp there.
Looks to center it in front, just out of the reach of Brackett. And still in the zone, it's picked up by Carden. As he'll dump it down low for Brackett. It trickles away from him behind the net. Now back, and a shot from the side. Save is made, rebound's loose, and now cleared out of there by the Mavs. Up the far boards, held in by Daniger, and his shot is blocked. Still loose in front, now picked up by the Mavs as they will dump it out.
At least two.
Now Carden on the puck. He'll send it back to the point and dump down low as they'll ring it around the boards. Daniger pinches in, and he'll chip it down low. Still after the puck. Now in the far corner, finally taken away from him, and the Mavs will pass it out to center ice as they'll gain the red line and dump it in. Daniger back for the Spirit.
We didn't have the lineup change that we thought. Gunnar Beaver did line up with Carden and Brackett there, so Calvin Wheeler playing the blue line today.
Now Warner looks to center it and does to Kallenberger. He can't get a shot off from a bad angle. Now battles in the corner. We got a delayed penalty coming up here. And they'll blow this one down. We'll wait for the call.
Well, Gabe Kallenberger is freely admitting that he committed the crime, so.
And hooking is the official call, so Kallenberger to the box and the Spirit to the penalty kill. It'll be Johnson and Werner. Hooking was the call. So the Mavs will go to work on the power play here early in this first period. No score. And puck is won by the Spirit. John Brown will dump it in. Stolen away by Werner as he'll circle at the blue line. Short-handed Zahn on the puck. Circles behind the net now, still with it. Killing time, looking for either a shot or a play. Now he'll just back things out and dump it off for John Brown. And John will push it up the boards.
Oh.
Back to the Mavericks defense, and clearing effort is deflected into the far corner. Spirit doing a nice job so far, bottling the Mavs in. And now John Brown will dump it into the corner. Andrew Johnson's there on the forecheck. Mavs try to clear it once again.
Kane on the ice.
By Kane this time as he takes his spot on the ice in this penalty kill.
Gavin Lovin on the ice.
Finally, the Mavs able to carry it out. 2-on-2 into the Spirit zone. And a shot.
Brown and Wheeler.
Saved by Lutsky. Clearing effort doesn't get out of the zone. And now in the far corner, the Mavs on the puck as they look to center it. Now from the right side, shot sails wide in the near corner as there's 40 seconds to go in the power play. Now stolen away by Kane, and he's able to carry it to center ice. Pushes it forward for Lovin. Gavin down the left side, and he'll work it into the corner. Now it's taken away from him, and back come the Mavs up the right side to the blue line. And through a few men, nice moves there as the Mavs player able to avoid a few checks. And he'll gain the blue line and dump it in late in this power play as the Spirit have the puck and are able to clear the zone, but it's blocked down. And
Brady
Brady
Allen.
Allen will pick up the loose change, skates it into the zone as time expires on the penalty to Kallenberger, back to even strength. And Brady Allen steals a puck in front. Spinorama shot sails just wide.
Good hustle by Brady there.
As the puck in the near corner, Will Peters will pick it up, and it's immediately checked off of his stick. Skibinski there for the Spirit as well. Now the Mavs will pick it up and dump it out.
That's going to go
this
for
will go
icing.
all the way down for an icing call. And a face-off coming back in the Mavs zone. And this Peters-Lowe Skibinski line will stay on the ice. Daniger and Eric Leif on the blue line for the Spirit.
Well, the skill level is a little evident. The Mavs are hustling quite a bit, but you can tell that when the puck hits their sticks, they're just not able to maintain the control like the Spirit are.
Now a shot off the point, off the draw, back to the point.
Really only our second shot, maybe third shot in the whole game.
Nice low shot on the ice there, and the Mavs goaltender able to drop down and put a stick on it and scoop it up with his glove. Now off the face-off, puck is chipped out by the Mavs, and Daniger will hustle back for the Spirit behind his own net and keeps the head of steam going, but it's checked off of his stick. Does finally get back to Daniger, and he'll circle with it, sends it up the near boards. Skibinski gets a stick on it, but unable to do anything more with it, and now finally dumped in by the Mavs. And Daniger will pick it up once again. This time he'll settle behind his own net, up the far side. And all the way back over for Skibinski on a nice breakout for the Spirit as Will Peters is
Peters in the
front.
middle.
And Skibinski tried to find him, but the pass was just a little too hot to handle and was out of his reach.
Boy, it was perfectly, it was right there where it needed to be. Peters skating right down the alley.
Now the Mavs will send it up the far boards, held in by Leif as it'll come up the near boards and able to be chipped out by the Mavs. And we'll wait and see if it goes all the way down. It does. Icing is the call. And we'll get another face-off back in the Mavs zone.
Major Carden doing figure skating twirls in the middle of the ice as he makes his way to the face-off circle.
Love it.
If it's not dancing,
I was going to say, we'll see the little groove into the music here if something catches his fancy. Now off the draw, Bussin sends it towards the net. High shot is blocked in front. And now he'll hold it in. Back to him once again, and this time the shot hits a shin guard. And all the way back out into the Spirit zone. Loose puck picked up in the neutral zone and dumped into the Spirit zone. No icing as Bussin's back for it for the Spirit. Up the far boards he'll go. And now for Carden. Off the boards to himself in the corner. Maverick will chase it down, tries to avoid a check. Now dumps it off for Beaver. His shot's blocked. And now loose puck at the blue line is held in. Carden back for John Brown. Winds it up, and that shot's blocked in front.
Heads up call for the puck there by John Brown, avoiding the just tossing the puck in. He called for it and had a wide open area there.
Now Bussin with a nifty move around the defense and into the net, gets a shot off, and a save was made. As now the shot comes from the point. Werner with a wrist shot. Save was made, and with Spirit players in the area, goaltender able to freeze it.
You know, Spirit playing some good communication hockey there. Bussin going down, carrying the puck because he's got momentum. Gabe Kallenberger coming in off the bench and going right to that D spot, making sure all their positions are covered.
Now it's the Werner, Johnson, Kallenberger line on the ice. Again, no Gage Robb this weekend, so Kallenberger jumping in on this line. As puck sent toward the net and dumped back out by the Mavericks. As Wyatt Schimpf will pick it up. He's got pressure on and falls down as Calvin Wheeler able to pick up that puck and dump it back to center ice. Now it's Johnson who will carry it in down the left wing. Into the corner. Andrew on its backhand. Looks to center it. Does. Finds Werner, but it can't settle it. Now back to the point for Calvin Wheeler. He'll send it in front, out of the reach of Spirit player. Held in by Shimp. Now Kallenberger works it in front and stolen away by the Mavs as they'll skate it back into the Spirit zone. Now down the right side. Nice poke check there by Wheeler. As Spirit able to intercept it and outlet pass.
That's going to go for icing.
Off the stick of Kallenberger all the way down.
He was trying to tip it down for a line change anyway, so gotta say, Kurt, we're 10 minutes almost into this game. Really only have 4 shots on goal.
Mavs hanging tough.
We've certainly dominated time in the zone, but just not getting the shots or the opportunities you'd think we'd be getting. Ex-Spirit player Nolan Ripper making an appearance in the stands here. Good to see him. Would rather see him in a uniform on skates out here.
Yeah. Oh, now through the defense, Worth shoots, he scores. What a play by Wyatt Worth as he splits the D. Works his way into the clear.
Well, like I said, Kurt, they're getting the opportunities, and it was just a matter of time.
Wyatt sees the opening and goes to the stick side over the blocker of the goaltender. Beautiful shot there, and right on cue, they finally break through. And it's Wyatt Worth, who is the goal leader. We'll take a look at these stats as we go through this game. Scott Lutzke, ever the master game presenter that he is, has put together a comprehensive stats package and some graphics accompanying that. And we'll take a look at that as we go along, but Wyatt Worth will add to his league or his team leading goal.
Absolutely.
Total, which I believe is his 15th goal of the season, of the regular season here.
Well, that line is top 3 in almost every stat. Goals, shots, assists. Between the 3 of them, they produce a lot.
Yes, they do. They work so well together. As we've talked about so many times, just the passing and the anticipation, knowing where everyone's going to be on that line, and not just that top line, but even through all Spirit lines, really clicking at this point in the season. Now, puck in the far corner, Lowe will pick it up, sends it back to the point for John Brown. His shot's partially blocked, and now shot in front
with a shot.
Skibinski trickles through and just wide. Still in the zone as it's back for John Brown, and he'll dump it in the near corner.
I think he was looking for Calvin Wheeler there in the high
around
circle.
The boards and held in by the Spirit. Now below the net, Peters there battling with a pair of Mavericks, and help from Skibinski. Matthew will send it in front, and Lowe just unable to get a shot off. Now Wheeler winds up and sends it wide.
Lowe wisely sends it back out to the point though, rather than trying to force a shot.
And now the puck dumped down by the Mavericks, and icing is the call. Wheeler really wanted to get there for,
yes, he did.
For some reason to pick that puck up before it became an icing. But
come around for some momentum, you know.
He didn't want that shift to end quite yet.
No.
Can't blame him.
No, you know, he knew as soon as the whistle went off, he was going to have to get off the ice. So if he get carried around with momentum, you got to figure he was looking for it.
Now it's the Carden line back on the ice, and it's one back to the point. As Shimp will send it down low. Loose puck is picked up by the Mavs and skated back out around the defense down the right side as they'll carry it into the Spirit zone. And now finally checked off the puck.
Houston Brackett. I'm
Good
sorry.
back check there.
Gunnar Beaver.
And now dumped back in by the Mavs as Lutzke will settle it behind his own net. Wyatt Shimp up the near boards for Brackett. And now for Carden. Major around one man into the zone as they crisscross. Gunnar Beaver will drop back, picks up a pass.
Oh,
shot.
Nicely done by Beaver.
And the save was made on a nifty little weave there as Carden and Brackett.
Gunnar Beaver with the shot.
Beaver, sorry,
yes, the net. Yeah.
Yes. As they work together nicely. Now it's Zahn Werner on the face-off with Johnson and Kallenberger.
Oh, clearing pass by the defense there, trying to go D-to-D behind the net. kind of made his goalie flinch there.
And then immediately after that, we get a beautiful centering pass from behind the net and a one-timer from Werner, and a great save there by the Mavs goaltender. And we remain 1-0 here, as now puck is taken by the Mavs. Look to clear it out. Bouncer able to clear the zone. Stolen back by Johnson and dumped right back in, as now Kallenberger will chase the puck down in the far corner. Up the far boards. Gabe back to the point. Eric Life will send it back to Johnson, and now back to the point as they play catch with it on the far boards. Oh. Now down low for Johnson. He can't center it.
Number 11 looking to throw his weight around, but taking a beating out there.
Now centered in front again. It went off I believe it went off of Werner's skate, almost trickled in. As they still battle for it now along the side of the net. And behind the net now, as there's a mass of bodies in front.
Oh!
Wrister from Daniger goes just wide as it's deflected. And now,
great opportunity from Johnson there to tip that in.
Now cross-ice pass back for Daniger. Winds it up, shoots, and the goaltender flashes the leather. As
Got to give the goaltender credit on that one. He had a lot going on in front of him that whole shift and managing to make some stops.
Nice save there. And he'll hang on.
That was a flurry of shots there.
In the Mavs zone. 3:20 to go here in this first period. 1-0 score, Spirit on top. A goal by Wyatt Worth. And he's got the puck right now. Skates it in front. And shot sails high and wide. Bussin will gather it up and dumps it down low into the corner. Now for Kane behind the net, but he falls down. And the Mavs will ring it up the far boards. And stolen away.
Kane doing Kane things.
Stick of Kane now, sends it in front. And now deflected into the corner.
Yeah. How you doing, Matt?
Spirit will pick it up and send it back to the point. Shot is blocked. Rebound, score. Kane picks it up.
Picks it up with his foot, tapped it over to his blade, dropping it down. Kane. I believe it was Kane.
And we'll take another look at the goal. Shot coming from the point. It hits a body in front.
Yeah.
Kane able to gather it up and skates it to the open net and able to bury it, giving the Spirit a 2-0 lead here. And now back come the Spirit once again. Skibinski will skate it in. Back to the point for Bussin. He winds it up, and shots deflected on net.
Nice tip by Peters there. Almost got it through the 5-hole.
Save made. And
quick
we'll get another face-off.
Defensive shift here.
That was a quick shift.
Shimp and Allen out on the ice, the blue line.
Off the draw, it's Peters, and won by the Mavs as they'll skate it back out at their own blue line. Backhanded pass is errant, picked up by Peters, and he'll skate it back in. Shot, pad save, big rebound, but it's gathered up by the Mavs, and they'll skate it back to center ice. Now dumped into the Spirit zone. Played by Lutzke up the near boards. Skibinski's there for the Spirit, and chips it forward for Peters. Now picked up by Shimp. He's got low in front, tries to get to him. Oh, what a nice defensive play there by the Mavs defenseman. Still on the puck, as just under the stick of Shimp as he was staring at a wide open net, but couldn't gather it up.
Great pass by Brady there, knowing that he didn't have the clear shot to the net and seeing the guy going in the back door.
Wyatt Shimp takes the shot, and that one's blocked. It's cleared out off of Shimp's stick, so they'll wave off icing. It doesn't go far enough anyway.
Oh, Lutzke looking to play that. Got waved off by the D.
Now loose puck at the
I
center
think
ice
Lutzke
line.
was the one to go for an assist.
Yeah. Spirit played into the Mavs zone and slapped right back out. Brady Allen will pick it up in his own zone, crosses it over for Daniger, but Daniger wasn't ready for it. He was skating the other way. Allen on the puck once again. as we're now in the last minute of play in this first period. Now Daniger with the puck behind his own net. Up the far boards. And cross-ice pass back
Brackett
for Brady Allen. Now Brady down the right side. Centers it in front and cleared out of there by the Mavs, but they can't clear the zone. Now the shot from Daniger gets through once again, but another good save by the Mavs goaltender who's been solid in this first period.
Nice little bit of communication here on the near boards as Brady Allen was breaking that out of the zone, had the momentum. Houston Brackett, the natural forward, just waving him forward saying, go, 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 and hanging around to be the trailer.
Now off the draw, Werner. One back to the point. Daniger will hold it in. And the Mavs will ring it up the far boards. Held in. Oh, it hops over Eric Live's stick. So he'll have to retreat out of the zone. Sends it forward, but can't catch up to it. And back come the Mavs as they'll dump it into the Spirit zone. Daniger up the far boards for Werner and chips it forward for Andrew Johnson. He's got a head of steam late in this period. Shot sails high over the net. And time will expire in the first period. Really? Did not know that. Interesting. How about that? Very cool. Yes. Yeah, he was flashing the speed there. It was nice to see, and we wish him all the best as he is a senior and getting ready to move on. So a few seniors we had, they of course had the recognition, I believe that was last weekend for the senior recognition. A little break here in the action. Scott, do we want to take a look at some stats, or you want to wait? You want to do some stats, or we can do that? We will put the points totals up there. I mentioned before how Scott's been working on the stats packages, so we'll get a look at the Spirit point leaders coming into this one. Tyler Kane leading the way with 25 points, followed by Gavin Lovin and Worth and John Werner, and very closely bunched there between the top line there, that Kane, Lovin, Worth line. As we mentioned, they all work together so well. So many times each contributing on the point totals for any given goal. So there's your points leaders. We'll continue to look at some more stats as we go through this one. I'll turn it over for Kelly to give you the play-by-play for period number 2.
All right, Kurt, puck's on the ice and taken by Wyatt up. Takes it back into his own zone, loses the puck, picked up by the Mavericks. They're going to actually get a little time in the offensive zone, but it's picked up by the Spirit, and they managed to get it out of the zone. Chased down by Kane. Kane's going to take it into the zone, drops it back for Worth. Worth's going to put a shot on, goes wide, picked up behind the net. They're going to try to get it out here, fight for it in the corner. Kane comes up with it, as Kane often does. And up the boards, out to the point to John Brown. John Brown's going to take a whack at it and send it in. Goes wide. And then Worth picks it up. He circles around looking for a shot right into the goalie's stomach. So good job weaving through traffic there.
Another good save by the Mavs goaltender there is Worth dangerous again. Wyatt, as I mentioned, actually the goal leader.
Yeah, he struck
Kane
first.
leading in points, but Wyatt leading in goals.
So we've got Peters, Lowe, and Skibitsky out on the ice right now. Peters takes the draw, loses his stick though, but manages to fight for the puck. Puck does bounce out, gets past the blue line. They send it in. No icing on that one. Lutzke playing it behind the net. Oh, Lutzke.
Careful.
Lutzke's playing it. I think he's bored back there, so he's trying to spice things up. Spirit grabbed the puck, and they're trying to break it out. Brady Allen gets it, sends it up to Lowe. Lowe's going to take it deep into the zone. Oh, tipped for icing. So, nice. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, a nice pass there by Brady Allen on that outlet pass, and it just went under the stick, looks like, of Lowe.
Yeah.
We've discussed this before. I've always felt that shouldn't be an icing if you're trying to make a pass.
Yeah, yeah, and especially if it's within a stick's length of somebody.
Yeah.
But high school hockey, so no change. Peters takes the draw. They're to the left side of Lutzke. Gets tipped back in by the Mavericks. Shimp picks it up and off the glass, and it's going to be picked up by Peters. He's got one-on-one. Dances around and gets a shot, and the trailer
nice
by
hustle
Lowe.
by Lowe. Joining that rush.
Yeah.
Nice hustle by Nicholas.
Then Brady Allen sends one in for the point. The goalie flashes the glove. So Nick Lowe having a really good opportunity at a trailing rebound shot there, but goalie manages to rob him.
And that was all hustle on his part.
Absolutely.
It was a one-on-one to begin with, and hustling to join the play, crashing the net, and almost paid off for him.
Carden takes the drop, comes back to life. D pass to Daniger. Daniger throws it in. Brackett goes behind the net to center it. Bounces out into the circle. Mavericks try to clear it. Life keeping it in. Scrum at the blue line here. Life putting the fight on for it. Major Carden comes up with it, takes it in the neutral zone. Carden to Brackett. Brackett into the zone. Fighting for it on the far wall. Now Carden fighting for it in the corner. And Houston Brackett managing to get possession of it. Sends it out to Daniger. Daniger at the blue line. He sends it back in along the wall into the corner. Carden grabs it. He's looking to center it. Carden and the ref manage to hit each other. Nickel Daniger gets the puck. He throws it into the near corner. And Gunnar Beaver behind the net fighting for it. The Mavericks players are definitely putting the hustle on.
They are scrapping.
And they're scrapping it. Centered by Carden. Brackett gets a shot. Oh! And then how did we not get a goal out of that one? So still fighting around, and Brackett's fighting for it in front of the net with Gunnar Beaver. Brackett comes up with it. Now the Mavericks have it. They're trying to get it out to Life. Life sends it up the wall, back to the Mavericks. Still bouncing around and can't get this thing cleared. Eric Life doing a good job with the blue line there. They're all playing catch just along that section of the wall. Now Carden's got it on the goal line. Carden's going to take it in. Centering pass, no one there, but Daniger sends it hard to the net. And we've got
looks like we're going to get calls against both teams here, maybe?
Yeah, just a couple guys scrapping around the net, maybe?
Yeah. Mark Marzolo, the referee today, indicating both players. We'll see what the official calls are. Looks like we're going to get...
We would have a replay on that if we had anyone that knew how to push that button. I mean, you know.
Brad Allen, our replay official today.
Our replay official caught up in the game.
So
can't be a fan, you gotta be a professional.
And cross-checking the call for the Mavs. And we will skate for a 5-on-5 here, offsetting penalties.
Warner takes the drop. Puck goes out to the blue line, fought for by Bussin. Bussin has to send it back to Brown. Brown over to Johnson. Johnson takes it into the zone. He's got it at the circle, and he gets a shot off. A little bit of a rebound there. Kallenberger can't get his stick on it. Mavericks looking to loosen it up. And here come the Mavericks, but poked away by John Brown. Mavericks managed to get it in, and they're going to get a shot off. Big rebound, but stopped by Lutzke. Brown to Johnson. Oh, we're going to get a pushover. I think that was going to be on Kallenberger, just maybe a push from behind.
Elbowing, I think, is the indication there.
Yep.
So Kallenberger skates to the box for the second time in this game.
Bit of a scrum there, maybe by just around. So just a little bit of a scrum there, fighting for the puck in front of the net. And so now we've got a drop, 5-on-4, Spirit on the penalty kill. Zon Warner takes it. He wins the draw. He's looking for a breakout here. Johnson up the right side. He's got, shot. And couldn't get it over to Warner centering it. DD pass. Bussin's got it, and he's going to send it in deep. Warner's going to hustle up and get there to the puck, poke it in deep behind the goal line. Warner behind the goal, looking for center it. Still got the puck. Warner turns and shoots, and a goal! So all hustle by Zon Warner on that one. From the minute the puck dropped down here in our own zone.
And what a beautiful finish on that play as well. As Zon worked the puck from behind the net, was looking to pass it all the way. Pass wasn't there, so it says, well, I'll just turn and shoot. And finds the back of the net.
A lot of bodies there in the way, and just a quick snapshot. And,
short-handed goal for the Spirit.
Yep. Goalie couldn't see it. So 3-0 here in the second period. 17 shots to 1 on shots on goal.
And that's got to be, I know they have at least 2 shots because it was one before, and they just put that one shot on goal just a few minutes before that.
I think so. Wyatt Worth fighting for the puck behind the net. And Mavericks try to clear it out, and they get it across the blue line, and it comes down, and they get it deep into the zone, chased by Calvin Wheeler. Wheeler's going to get there and take it around behind the net, loses it, picked up by the Mavericks, but then Calvin saves it and gets it around on the far side. Mavericks keep it in. They can't quite gather it. Calvin's going to get it again. He pokes it up behind the back of the net, keeping the Mavericks from getting a clear shot off. They've got it behind the net. Oh, intercepted by Calvin Wheeler. Calvin Wheeler has got his stick on this puck the entire shift here. And, big bounce.
Look out.
Chip in the neutral zone there.
Oh, giveaway.
Picked up and stolen by Lovin. Lovin tries to get a shot off. Brady Allen's got it in the neutral zone. D pass to Wheeler. Wheeler getting it across the red line. He sends it into the far corner. Chased by Kane. Kane gets behind the net, comes up with it, looking to center it. Lovin's got it, goes out to Brady Allen. Brady Allen trying to sneak it in, and he's fighting for it in the far corner.
Another penalty.
And we've got another penalty coming. Not sure who that's on. Looks like we're going to have Brady Allen skating to the puck. So Gunnar Beaver skates out of the box.
Yeah, the coincidental minors expired, and now right back to the box, the Spirit, as Brady Allen will
Brady's going to go for tripping. He did get his stick around the guy's ankle and kind of pull it out from under him, just sort of reaching for the puck. But nevertheless, so we're going to be 5-on-3 for 15 seconds until Gabe Kallenberger gets out of the box here. So
Tyler Kane, the lone forward for the Spirit.
Life and Daniger out for D. Mavericks skated in, get a shot off way above net, comes back to the point. D pass, send it out to the blue line. He's looking to get a clear lane. He sends it into the low corner.
Kallenberger back now for the Spirit.
Bad angle shot. And we've got a call.
I think it might have been just played with a high stick.
Was it this or was it okay? High stick called. It's going to be out of the zone.
Yeah, played with Mavericks player played it with a high stick, so we'll come all the way down to the Mavs zone for the face-off.
All right, so we are going to be 4-on-5 now with the end of the Kallenberger penalty. Brady Allen still in the box for another minute 39. Got Peters and Lowe out on the ice. Life and Daniger at the blue line. And Maverick player getting off the ice so they don't call for too many men. Puck goes down. Won by the Mavericks. They're going to get it out of the zone. Can't quite keep possession of it, though. Life working on the boards. Peters working on the boards right in front of us here. And puck goes into the zone. Mavericks they're trying to break it out. Intercepted by Daniger, but bounce away to the Mavericks. Picked up by Peters. Peters is going to take it into the zone. He's going to get a shot off from the blue line. And he's going to chase it in for the goal. Beautiful job by Peters to throw it in from the blue line and then chase his rebound off the wall and sneak it in for the goal.
Once again, just all hustle. This time it's Will Peters, as you said, took the initial shot and he just follows it through.
And I mean, from the minute he let go of that shot, he was chasing in after it and doing a great job of taking advantage of a little bit of lazy goalie play there, you know?
Yeah. Mavs players got caught watching that puck a little bit.
So that's the second shorty for the Spirit.
And it's now 4-0.
Skibby takes the drop. We've got Brown and Bussin out at D. Gunnar, Beaver, and Skibinski out as forwards. And we have a whistle.
And I think McIntyre forgot that there is a shorthanded situation. And now we're trying to figure out what the stoppage is for.
Might be a bit of an inadvertent whistle. We'll see here.
As they are going to bring this face-off back into the
Spirit zone. Oh, no, they're going to take it all the way down.
Well, they're going to come all the way down with it.
They may be here admitting that they made the wrong call on that one, which, good for them. And so rather than taking it out for an icing, they're putting it right back in the zone for the Spirit. Either way, you know.
Still 1:02 to go on the penalty to Brady Allen, so Spirit dumped it out. Since they were shorthanded, no icing call.
All right. Puck comes back to Bussin. Bussin sends it in. Tipped off of a skate. Out of the zone. Brown picks it up. Brown sends it into the deep zone. Into the near circle. Mavericks try to rim it around, but it's going to come out to Bussin. Bussin keeps it in. Sends it into the far corner. Picked up by the Mavericks. Tipped by the Spirit, but out of the zone. Bussin's got it, and he's got some momentum. He backhands it into the corner and goes around the back of the net. Mavericks pick it up. They're trying to break it out. Tipped out of the zone, but controlled by Bussin. Bussin on the far wall, fighting two Mavericks, coming up with the win. Picked up by Gunnar Beaver. Gunnar Beaver skating it around, and he's got some momentum. He's going to go up the near wall, takes it into the zone, into the corner. Oh, takes a big hit by the Mavericks, and they get the puck. They're trying to zoom it out, but Skibinski centers it for Gunnar Beaver coming into the zone, but it bounces up high and into the net.
More great hustle there by the Spirit on the forecheck, killing this penalty, and earned themselves a scoring opportunity there from the left side as Beaver winds it up. Just deflected high into the netting. 8 seconds to go in the penalty to Brady Allen.
Not according to our stat man, but we'll see.
Johnson and Brackett on the ice.
Wheeler sends it up for a shot, but it gets tipped away by a blade, goes up into the net, so we're going to have another drop over on the left side of the goalie this time. Shimp and Wheeler out at the D-line, and who do we got there? Johnson and Brackett. Seeing some pairings here on the penalty kill that we haven't seen much. Oh, skips over Wheeler's stick, but he gathers it up, gets it to Shimp. Shimp throws it in deep. So the penalty kill working really well here, Kurt. So far, our penalty kill has scored as many goals as our 5-on-5 offense. Yeah. So fought on the near wall by Brackett and Johnson, and just killing time here on the wall. And we're now 5-on-5. And so
Lots of traffic in front of that net, and the Mavs goaltender strong on the puck, able to sprawl out and smother it. 4-0 score here, but Mavs goalie for the most part has been solid in this game.
he's tough, facing tough, tight shots. All right, puck is dropped. We've got the white sweater line out on the ice.
Oh, look out. Nice hustle back by Eric Leif there to prevent that breakout and breakaway from the Mavs player. little squibber, and it fools the goaltender. Yeah, and maybe I jinxed the goaltender there a bit as just snuck through his legs. It just the the off speed of that one just kind of tripped him up a little bit. As you said, I don't know if it hit somebody or fanned on or Gavin Lovin on the goal.
All right. Carden takes the puck inside the near or the far wall. He's still got it. Comes back to Beaver. Beaver sends it back to John Brown. John Brown back to Beaver. Picks up to Carden in the near corner. Beaver with a shot. Brackett fighting in front. Really like to see Houston Brackett get a goal. I don't think he's got one yet this season, so this would be a great opportunity to feed him the puck.
Yeah, Houston's been solid all season long, always working hard out there.
Has some assists, just like I said, hasn't been able to quite find the back of the net. But, you know, that certainly isn't the sum of his game by any means, though. Number 55 trying to take Brackett's measure, and Brackett decides that he didn't want to beat up on a little kid. So, picked up by the Mavericks behind their net, and they're going to try to turn and break it out again. Poked away by Carden into the far corner, and bounces all the way out. But I've decided here, Kurt, that my new favorite player on the Mavericks team is their number 55, who is the exact opposite of our number 55.
In stature-wise?
Carden takes it into the zone, sends it to Brackett. Brackett sends it over, Carden wide, trying to find the puck. Carden out to Brackett. Brackett for a shot. Rebound, Nick Lowe fighting for it, gets tipped out into the neutral zone, chased down by Wheeler. Wheeler gathers it up. He's got plenty of room. He's got some room to skate, so he takes his momentum across the red line, takes it into the zone. Wheeler goes down the left side, takes it down behind the net, looking to center it. Still has the puck after taking some hits. Delayed call here, touched by the Mavericks.
We're going to get a charging call against the Mavericks.
Interesting. Is that behind the net when Calvin took the hit?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Look, he's going to get it.
It looked like a pretty clean.
Extra 10.
Looked like it was a pretty clean rub out. Did he get a?
Yeah, it seemed like it to me. I didn't see that one, but he's going to sit for 2, and he's going to earn himself another 10 for apparently some comments he had for the official.
Really?
On that one. So.
Okay.
Mavs will have to send another player over the box to serve that minor. Referee Marzola talking things over at the Mavs bench right now.
Coach waving a player over to serve the 10.
It's going to be the well-follicled number 9. Some spirit all in the power play.
All right. Brad jumping right on there to help the beer lady, I see. All right, so puck is being controlled by the Spirit in the Maverick zone. Nick Lowe in the near corner. He's got it. He sends it behind the net to Peters. Peters gets it poked away. Picked up by Lowe. Mavericks try to send it out. Comes to Shimp at the blue line. Shimp's got it. He sends it down back to Lowe. Lowe's got it. Back to Shimp. Shimp looking to send it, brings it back down to Lowe in the corner. Lowe skates it in around back behind the net. Looking to center it and comes back out to Allen at the blue line. He sends it in, bounced up into the net. And
Brady Allen winds that up from the blue line. And he's had some success with that in the last couple of weeks. Brady with 2 or 3 goals from the point.
Absolutely. Keep shooting.
Finding that net. He's got a nose for the net.
Puck is dropped, taken by Zahn Werner, comes out to the blue line, kept in by Nick Daniger at the blue line, and fought on by, who is that over there fighting? Is that Beaver, or is that Johnson? Sorry.
Johnson.
Over to Life. Life sends it in hard, tipped by Kallenberger, goes wide, comes back out to Life. Life's got it, sends it down to Kallenberger. Kellenberger on the mid wall, fighting for it. Good hustle by Mavericks. Comes back to Life. Life centers it. Shot, rebound to Johnson, and a shot and a goal.
Yeah, it's just a fortunate bounce there for the Spirit as Eric Life sends it toward the net and deflected right to the stick of Andrew Johnson, who's just perched on the right side off the defenseman's skate, and an easy goal there by Johnson as he buries it into the open net. And it is a power play goal as the Spirit add to their lead. It's now 6-0 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second period.
Tyler Kane takes the drop at center ice and comes back to Nick Daniger. Daniger looks for some open ice, sends it up to Lovin on the far wall. He keeps it on the far wall, just tying it up, and comes up with Tyler Kane. Tyler Kane into the zone, poked out by the Mavericks, but helped by Paul McIntyre to keep it in. Mavericks still trying to keep it in. Oh, fans on it a little bit, so Gavin Lovin jumps on it. But the Mavericks manage to send it the length of the ice, and that's going to be icing.
No, they wave it off.
It's a lazy puck for icing, so no harm, no foul. So Daniger decides, well, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it all. So he goes 200 feet. Oh, a shot from his knees, and just goes wide, kept in by Worth in the near corner. Comes up, Mavericks managed to clear it. Oh, wait, no. Picked up by Daniger. Daniger is going to get a shot off from the top of the circle. Now Lovin gets a shot blocked by the Mavericks. Worth has it in the far corner, looking to pass it out to the blue line. Kept in by Daniger. Daniger sends it in, poked away by Kane. Around back of the net, Lovin skates it in, drops it for Kane. Back to the Mavericks behind the net, and they're looking to clear it. And they rim it out. It's going to come to Daniger. Daniger's going to have it, and he's going to send it back up the wall to Worth. Worth got back to Daniger. Daniger skates it up the wall, looking to send it over to Life. Life takes it. Oh, can't get enough good wood on that, so they do manage to clear it out. Meanwhile, Worth had come back to cover his spot, and he's got it. Drops it back to Life. Life sends it cross ice over to the blue line, but picked up by the Mavericks. Mavericks moving it around and intercepted by Lovin, and Lovin sends it back to Kane. I believe that was Kane.
Yes, I think it was. And just an ill-advised pass there from the Mavs defenseman. And Spirit are going to make him pay for that one every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just backhands it behind his back without looking, and basically sends it to two Spirit players that just walk it in and play catch in front of the net. And kind of not much you can do about that, honestly.
No.
I mean, this game's rapidly getting away from them here at 7-0 in the second period, about 40 seconds left. 25 shots to 2, basically, we've decided. And
the Mavs goaltender skates over to his bench and has some words with the Mavs coaching staff and continues to scream.
And he's got some things to say. Can't hear what he's saying, but
he's rather animated at the moment and rather heated.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody just earned a 10-minute misconduct.
I believe Marzola just teched up the goalie, so he's having a little talk with the coach.
They do have a backup on the bench, I believe I see on the end.
He looks like he's about 12 years old, so I'm not sure they want to put him in the net here. Players out on the ice having a little talk. They don't seem to have any hard feelings here.
I have no idea what he could be so irate about. I don't think anybody ran him in that last goal.
I didn't notice anything. So the Mavs take a 9-year-old and put him in the box to serve the bench minor.
Yeah, the Mavs are a bit undersized and young, as you mentioned.
Yep. So now, due to the efforts of the goalie, the Mavs are going to be on the penalty kill for the end of this period and maybe the beginning of the next period for about 1:20. Puck goes down. Carden to Beaver. Beaver back to Bussin. Bussin to Brown. Brown to Beaver. Back to Brown. Skips by him. Picked up by Bussin. Bussin circles around in his zone, looking to break it out. He gets across the red line, sends it up to the blue line. It goes in deep. Chased by Carden and picked up by Brackett. Carden skates it around, back out to the point. Back to Brown. Brown to Bussin. Bussin sends it in. Picked up by Brackett. Brackett's looking to center it. Centers it. Into Carden, and Carden puts it in 5-hole.
Well, beautiful pass there by Brackett. You talked like you mentioned before how he doesn't have a goal this year, but that was a beautiful pass.
Absolutely.
And he finds Carden alone in front and gets him the puck. Beautiful pass. Actually not completely alone. He had a man on the side, but Brackett able to put it right on the tape of Carden. And he makes it 8-0 power play goal.
Everything okay?
As time will expire, that goal came very late. I didn't see how much time was left on the clock.
Maybe
only seconds
7 seconds or so.
As time expires on the second period.
The goalie skating off the ice,
slamming his stick
very irate
on the boards as he exits the ice. And we'll keep our eyes on that. We'll see if we get a goalie change coming into this third period.
So it looks like Zon Werner, captain, trying to go over to the ref, find out what's going on, see if everything's okay.
You want to take a look at some? We'll take a look at some stats as we go through 2 periods of play. Did you have those updated, Scott? Again, our Spirit's goal scoring leader, Wyatt Worth, 14 coming into today's action. I think he's got at least 1 on the day, so he's up to 15. And 7th in the league. Is that right?
9th.
Gotcha.
7th and 9th, all right.
And we can take a look at the some additional stats here as Scott's put together for us.
Nickel Daniger
checking
leaders.
Nickel Daniger likes to lay it out, and 33 hits coming into this one. Penalty,
Nickel Daniger with
quote
the
unquote
penalty
leaders. I love that. How we got the leaders in the quotes there. Again, Daniger leading the way with 64 minutes. Number 1 in the league. How about that?
That's not even him.
And ice time leaders, I thought this was a great stat to know. Just something that just lets you know how much Scott Lutzke is tracking all of these stats from the magic of his equipment there. And if you want to go back to the time on the ice leaders, we'll take a look at that. Defensively, Zon Werner leading the way with averaging 14 minutes and 35 seconds per game. On the offense, and John Brown on the defense leading the way, just under 16 minutes a game.
Quite a bit of that time for Zon Werner probably comes in as a defenseman. He goes out on the power play and several other specialty teams.
That would be true for John Brown, as well. Plus minus leaders, Tyler Kane with a plus 24, followed by his line mates, Gavin Lovin and Wyatt Worth coming in just behind, along with Nickel Daniger and Calvin Wheeler. Yeah. And another great stat that I wasn't aware of, but Andrew Johnson leading the way there with a 69, almost 70% face-off percentage, which is outstanding. And I was not aware of that. And then goaltending, of course, 2 stellar goaltenders with the Spirit. Lutzke and Parker both playing 8 games coming into this one. Lutzke with a 922 goals again save percentage. Parker with a 903 save percentage. 125 goals against average for Lutzke and a 1.75 for Cale Parker. Zane with 4 shutouts on the year, and Parker with a shutout as well. So thanks to Scott.
Pointing out that until last weekend, both of these goaltenders were 9-3-0 and 9-2-0, but the Ice Hogs handled our business pretty well on that stat.
Wow.
So, but that's what happens.
Yeah. So great job by Scott to put those stats together for us. Appreciate all that. And we will take a break as we head to the intermission here after 2 periods. The Spirit on top of the Junior Mavs by a score of 8-0. And we'll be back for the third period in just a bit. Welcome back to Jordan Valley Ice Park. Both teams back on the ice, and we are just about set for third period action here. Spirit with a commanding 8-0 lead over the junior Mavs. And we are underway here in period 3 as off the draw, puck sent into the Mavs zone and immediately dumped back out by the Mavericks. Daniger on it for the Spirit at his own blue line, turns to avoid a check, able to move it forward for Skabinski. Head for Peters, now Lowe drops over to put a stick on it. And the Spirit able to work it into the zone. Back to the point, Daniger holds it in and dumps it below the net. Skabinski on it for the Spirit as he looks to center it. Now back to the point. Eric Life will send it over for Daniger. He winds it up and wrists it well wide. Held in at the point by Life once again. And centered in front. Player is dumped in front as we've got a delayed penalty and finally touched up by the Mavs.
I bet that is going to be the penalty on. There you go in. That is going to be, I think that's going to be on the guy that dumped Kallenberger there in front.
Meanwhile, the Mavs goaltender continues to chirp from the crease, and I think he may have earned another 10-minute misconduct. And
you know, yeah.
I know frustrations have to be mounted.
Yeah, tough year for them, and you know, it's kids don't like to lose every game, but you know, a lot of that falls to coaching, depending on how they handle it.
Meanwhile, the clock does continue to run as the Spirit have an 8-goal lead in the third period.
Yeah, goal differential. It's a run clock. Run clock in the third period.
They do stop the clock now that the penalty has been posted.
Which this is actually a really good way to kill the penalty.
Yeah. And I think there was another misconduct assessed. I'm not sure. So
bench by the goalie there.
I'm not sure what referee Mark Marzol is.
We are going to be
discussing
5-on-3 because of the goalie.
So yes, it is a 5-on-3. As now puck sent back out by the Mavs, and Brady Allen will pick it up in his own zone. Circles in front of his own net. Now outlet pass just out of the reach of Houston Brackett, and that'll go for icing. Clock will continue to run. So
with this kind of space on the ice, you'd really like to see the Spirit work on, you know, really controlling the puck and batting around. Whether they get a shot it off or not is sort of less the issue of can they just control it.
Right.
In all honesty, the Mavericks should never touch the puck in this situation.
Now puck one back to the Spirit defense. Brady Allen will pick it up. Tries it on the outlet once again. This time it's right on the tape of Brackett, but it's checked off of his stick. And now stolen right back by by Major Carden. And circles a bit at the blue line.
Yeah, moves at the blue line.
And that one's whistled down on the offside as the clock continues to run on the third period and the penalties. Now 45 seconds to go, 47. There's a 3-second differential between the two penalties. Now skated into zone. Lovin across for Worth, and he scores.
Boy, you could see that coming from a mile away. Worth was skating into that back door, and Lovin was edging up and making it look like he was going to shoot, but it was that cross-ice pass to Worth. And here comes Worth on the far side of the picture, right where you knew he was going to be.
Once again, those two teammates, those two line mates working together so well. And Spirit extend their lead to 9 with 11 to go here in this third period. Both penalties now expired. Back they come again, and Lovin. How that one didn't go, I'm not sure, but
Goalie got his leg over there to the right.
Chips it over for Worth, and again, Wyatt buries it. And
now,
that'll be the hat trick for
I believe
Lovin.
that bounced over to Kane,
Unless somebody banged it home from the near side.
Who got that?
Worth on the initial shot. I'm not sure if it was poked home from the right side or not.
Yeah, because it comes up, and I want to say Kane batted it in maybe, but I don't know for sure.
I think that will go to Tyler, and Worth will end up with the assist on that one.
So, not sure what's going on here. You know, generally, we don't tend to pile on the score here. I can't help but wonder if maybe some of the goalies chirping is causing some of the players to say, well, all right, we'll just do this
very
over
well
and over again.
could. And I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone to the backup goalie in this situation as well.
Yeah, and like we said, unless he's just, that's a
Tripping
big
there.
trip there, but
Now back coming Mavs, 29 into the zone with some speed. And a little weak backhander is sent behind the net. Now John Brown is taken down on the play, and again, no call. John puts a body on, falls down once again. And this time it's going to be an elbowing call as John Brown mixing it up behind the net and earns another penalty against the Mavericks as they will be shorthanded once again. Elbowing the call.
Yep.
As the clock continues to run. And we'll get a line change here as it'll be the Werner, Johnson, Kallenberger line on the ice. Eric Leif and Wheeler. Off the draw, loose puck is picked up by Gabe, who will send it over to Wheeler. Now cross ice pass for Johnson. He's got room to work it into the zone. Just over the line was Captain Zahn Werner as he stretched that leg out as far as he could get it. Just couldn't stay onside. So a face-off outside the Maverick zone. And pushed forward by Zahn as he tried to chip it past the defense, but wasn't able to do so. And a big elbow there on the head of Kallenberger, no call. Puck in the near corner. And sent around the boards, picked up by the Mavs as they will dump it out. And on net, played by Lutzke. Now behind the net, Johnson. Sends it back across for Wheeler. Calvin has room to skate. Back to center ice. Calvin into the zone. Drops it back to the point for Kallenberger. Now right back for Calvin in the corner. And Kallenberger will dump it around.